Guys, I made my own. Oh, and I'm sick, by the way. And I apparently look like it because I can see myself. I made my own alfalfa sprouts, and it is so neat. To me, anyways, it's just really cool when you can just do it yourself. Sorry, got something in my piece of hair in my face or something. So, here's the jar I used. Oh, and this is actually the only mayonnaise that I'll use. And it's rare that I even use it, but this is the grapeseed oil vegenaise. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'll put that on a veggie sub. Good stuff. Anyways, look inside. What do you got in there, Brighty? I made my own alfalfa sprouts, and it's full, and yes, it's plastic, guys, I know. I'm working on right now trying to find on yard sales to get I can't remember what it's called, but it was the old style like glass stuff, a Pyrex or something, but I just wanted to show you this right here. Took, gosh, I don't even know. I think I started this like 2 days ago. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I will take my first taste. Really? Oh my gosh. That tastes better than the sprouts that I get when you know, like you go, sometimes I go like to buffets with people, and of course I'm a fruitarian, but I do love salads, so I will do salads even on my subs sometimes. But I got the Love Raw Foods whole raw organic spreadable alfalfa seeds. I don't know if you guys can see that. And basically, I put 2 tablespoons in this big bottle. This is 32 ounces. And I will say this, I think that 2 tablespoons was too much for that. Because they did get, you know, really cluttered. So they probably didn't even get to sprout to their potential, but my goodness, did they sprout. And then, so like, okay, you put your 2 tablespoons in 32 ounce dry, okay? And then you're going to take some osmosis filtered water, or if you have your own filtration system, and you're going to fill it up about 3/4 of the way. And let it sit overnight. I used some screen I had. I washed it real good, because we always end up having to redo our screens because of my dogs. So I took a little piece of screen, one of my ponytail holders, and then you put it on top of the bottle, and then I just set it like in my kitchen window, and then like went to bed, and then I think it was like 1 p.m. The next day in the afternoon, I rinsed it out, and then, you know, you have your screen on there, so make sure your screen's on there very secure, and then I put water back in it. Now, I have seen other people who let it go, you know, let them just go from that point, but even after doing water the second time, 3/4 of the way, you know, you just kind of make sure everything gets nice and wet, and move everything around. Put it back up in the windowsill. And then, you know, you get up the next day. They usually say about every 8 hours. For me, it was about every 12 hours. Then I took all the water out. I emptied all the water out with my screen on it. And kind of fluffed them around a little bit. Get them on the sides and everything so that they can sprout. And I either had them in this window, or I had them in the window facing south. so that it could get air. Like I'd have the window cracked open over all night so it's getting circulation, you know. But I noticed that they weren't sprouting even after 2 times of water. So then I went ahead and did the 3rd time of water after that. I made sure everything was wet. And then the next day I finally started seeing the sprouts, which is so exciting to make your own freaking alfalfa sprouts. Really? When I had horses, alfalfa was so expensive. I could have done stuff like this to, man, it's just craziness, you know. This is why I'm doing videos, though. So when I saw them sprout, I emptied it out. And I made sure everything was nice and damp. And I'm serious, like seriously move them around, you know. You want them to, see how they are? You want them to like be all over the bottle. And if you do find that there's too many in here like it did with me, you can always get another glass bottle, put your screen and your ponytail holder on it. And you want to make sure they don't get too dry. So I would add a little bit of water, kind of swish them around gently, make sure everything got wet. And then I would empty it out, you know. And then make sure everything, you just kind of give everything room. And then I kept putting it in the window. For some people, it only took 3 days. They had sprouts. For me, I said 3 days before. Let me think. I can't remember. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 days. And then what I did last night is, since I noticed so many wonderful sprouts, I went ahead and put fresh water in it. Juggled it around, made sure I got everything nice and clean, you know, because it's been sitting. And then rinsed it out real good. Made sure everything was nice and wet. And then I kept the window open all night. Oscillated air in there. And then I just now rinsed them out really, really good with water, with the net on. And just made sure they were all nice and clean. Rinsed it out real good. Had to put it in plastic, which sucks. And there you have it. And you want to know what alfalfa is good for? Well, you know those protein drinks and everything that I talk about that I absolutely cannot stand? All the things that I have consumed in my life to keep a bodybuilder kind of look, because I like to look good. This alfalfa is full of protein. So you could take a pinch of this, eat it. Take a pinch of this, eat it before you go to the gym if you wanted to. You could dry this out. You could put this on a paper plate or whatever. Cover it up with a couple paper towels. Dry it out for a little while. And then you can take one of these. Mine's the old Cuisinart. This thing's been good to me. I got it at a yard sale. Anyways, so you take your Cuisinart. You can grind that up with some of my favorite things in the whole wide world. I love spirulina. I'm going to teach you guys a recipe about that, but you don't have to get your proteins from soy, wheat, whey. Trying to think of all of the different proteins that have been just shoved in our faces, when you can just make your own alfalfa sprouts and you could dry them. I'm going to eat these on a Subway sandwich tonight, and I'm getting healthy protein that my body knows what to do with it, and I don't have to detox this crap out. I am so sick right now because I'm detoxing again. So I just wanted to share with you guys, and it's fun to make your own stuff. When I made my first garden when I moved out here to Arkansas, it was just so cool to see how you can grow stuff with God. So I just wanted to share my little alfalfa sprouts with y'all and let you know that it actually tastes better than any alfalfa sprout I've ever gotten anywhere. And I go to one of the best natural food stores in Northwest Arkansas, and they have sprouts sometimes. And I always taste everything. I love food. And their alfalfa sprouts did not taste as good as this. I cannot believe how good that tastes. So you guys can do this too. So get that bag of alfalfa sprouts and do what I tell you to do. And if you have any questions, just email me. Okay? I love y'all. Hugs.